waste that's on the floor. Like, this is what you signed up for. This is why you're here. You like it? Cool. I hope you do. Inventory management of video game wheat fields is something I'm very, very passionate about. My father actually, when I was younger, he used to tell me about he and his dad, and they would they'd get up really, really early, and they'd log onto the server just as the server's sun was breaking through the server's sky, and they'd check the wheat fields. And yeah, it was a different time back then. The internet, it was completely different. It completely and utterly did not exist, and so it meant that having to imagine this wheat field existing was a lot trickier than perhaps it is nowadays. I think kids take for granted the fact that they can log on, log on to Twitch or the internet or the Googles or whatever, and they can see like, a grown man like really just display his craft. The way he gets the wheat in stacks of 50 like this. Look at that shift clicking. Brings all the stacks across. It's incredible. It's just a different time. Like when I grew up, it was just, we didn't have that. It wasn't just, firstly, you didn't have it, and also just, it wasn't the done thing. Like, it was kind of frowned upon to use shift click when I was younger. People who did it, were they more widely successful? Yes. Did they farm a lot quicker? Absolutely. But did they have the soul? Yeah, they still did. But my dad was very specific. He said that no son of his, I remember the day he sat me down, he made me a pot of grass tea, which is grass and boiled water. And he said that no son of mine will ever be a shift clicker. And I didn't understand at the time what he was trying to say. I said, I don't understand, Dad. Like, how will I write capital letters at the start of sentences? And he said, you know bloody well what I mean. I was like, I think I do. I'm not sure that I do. I mean, does anyone ever really know what the hell their dad's going on about? Yeah, so we did this. He said, no son of mine's ever going to be a shift clicker. And I just kind of left it because it was just like, I'm like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Whatever. Sure, I won't be a shift clicker. Time went on. I watched all the other farms, all the other Farmville farms and the virtual farms and the Farmity farms, the Minecraft farms and the Graveyard Keeper farms and everything, the farm. They all, leaps and bounds, just gone, could not catch up. There was just an efficiency to their processes that I could not ever step to, and that efficiency was shift clicking. And I told my dad, I said, Dad, you know how we're bankrupt and we have no money and we can't keep up with the supply and demand. And he said, what are all those words you just used? I said, okay, just start again. Dad, I want to be a shift clicker. Oh, I've never seen him so angry. I've never seen my dad so angry as the day that I told him I wanted to be a shift clicker. It was like I had run over his dog and then like poured lemon juice on the dog, or like the dog was the lemon juice. It's like I made lemon juice out of his dog. And yeah, he was absolutely devastated. He was so upset with me. But I didn't understand what, sorry, I think it was just like, now that I think back about it, it's probably just like, it was just changing times, like shift clicking just wasn't something they did when they were kids, It just wasn't a done thing. Whereas now, like, you probably don't even think about shift clicking, you just do it. And I think that's the way it should be. I want my kid to grow up in a world where he can shift click. I don't want him to have to go through all of the palaver that I went through. I don't resent my father not liking shift clicking. Like, I do understand that he was a product of his time, but it still does hurt every now and then when I do it and I feel like he's probably watching on and he's probably a bit disappointed in me, actually. But it's the way things go. Anyway, what's up next? So we've got our fish soup. Let's get another fish soup going.